I don't know to say anymore, or what to say anymore. You guys know about those weird kids at your school? You know the ones who would stay quiet and be a little bit weird, right? I kind of used to know one. The guy's name was Peter Parker. I actually know his family, but he's gone missing after an accident happened with him, and I've been trying to find the guy ever since. It all started like, midway in August. I was in the same class as him, and we were going on a trip to the museum. If you're wondering what museum it is, I will not answer that one. It's a harder reason why, but I normally have a tend of things to forget places that I remember. But anywho, there was this one part where he asked me to go explore the place with him because he wanted to go see that huge T-Rex statue of some sorts. I said sure, and we just wandered off without our teacher knowing. Once we reached over there, I noticed about something near the vents. Some spider I never saw before crawled out of it, and I just brushed it off as some other spider. It was at this time I needed to go pee, and I needed to so freaking much, and so I told him I'll be right back and pointed to the nearby restrooms. After I took a piss, I looked in the mirror to check if I missed something, because before we gone to the museum, I ate something and I thought it was still on my face and whatever, till suddenly I heard a scream. I rushed back, only to see Peter falling to the ground. He started to shake and shiver, while coughing like if he choked on something. I tried to help him up, until he coughed up some blood on my jacket, so I yelled for help. The weird thing was that nobody was around, but Peter jumped out of my hands, and tries to stand up on his own. He made some blood puddle of sorts. I thought I saw him crying out a tear of blood. I told him that I'm gonna try to find some help, but he grabbed me and said, "Leave me the fuck alone, let me suffer." He then shoved me away from him, as I ran off trying to find help. I've managed to find a security guard and he followed me to the scene. But Peter was gone, and the last thing I saw was his puddle of blood. I was scared, and so was the rest of my classmates and heck, even the teacher. Of course, I didn't get myself into trouble because I've explained to him that it was Peter's idea and told him the truth, and my class just let us have the rest of the school day off. Once I got out of there, I rushed over to his only hope of family, being his Aunt Jane. You see, the Parkers has a history with family deaths. Peter's mom and dad died in a plane crash, while his uncle was murdered by a burglar who broke into their house a while back. Once I got there, we both started looking for Peter, and I saw Jane's look on his face. It was terror, and fear all over again. I didn't want another situation from this family having another death again, so we searched everywhere. But, sadly, we did not find him. But you wanna know the weirdest thing? There's been deaths around New York, and it spreads like crazy. But it was only on the villain side of things, which is strange because normally if you wanted to kill someone you go for someone that's like, you know, good. And the weirder thing is that, according around my local area, there has been these huge amounts of spider webs, and spider markings around alleys and whatever. During a local crime scene I saw on the news once, I noticed huge bite marks all around the bodice, and even around the webs. Speaking of that, the murder even kills its victims like how a spider does. Jane Parker moved just about 2 months later, because she's been becoming scared around her hometown and decided to move somewhere else, somewhere far away from the Big Apple. I decided to give the thing a name. Spider-Man. And his little song could go like this. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web, makes them cry, does his best so try to hide. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man.